What happens when a once struggling NFL franchise finally finds its quarterback and the coach with the vision to build around him? The Chicago Bears may be entering a new era, and at the center of it are two names, Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. With Williams now in his second year and Johnson freshly installed as head coach and play caller, optimism is surging in Chicago. But this isn't just about hope, there's a blueprint here, and it's one that Hall of Famer Peyton Manning himself has praised. Peyton's excitement over Caleb's future was tied directly to Ben Johnson's appointment. Johnson, previously the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, turned Jared Goff into a top-level starter and developed one of the NFL's most creative offenses. Now, he's the head coach in Chicago, and he's bringing the same offensive firepower with him, designed specifically for Caleb's strengths. According to Manning, the continuity between quarterback and head coach, especially when the head coach calls plays, is the gold standard in today's NFL. Johnson's dual role is rare and powerful. By being both head coach and offensive coordinator, he eliminates the yearly disruption many young quarterbacks face when their coordinators leave for promotions. Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay is a cautionary example. Three offensive coordinators in 3 years have limited his growth. In contrast, think about Patrick Mahomes with Andy Reid or Joe Burrow with Zach Taylor. Consistency breeds success. And for the Bears, this could be the first real taste of that consistency in decades. Quarterbacks like Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, Brock Purdy, and Tua Tagovailoa have all benefited from stable systems. Their coaches aren't just figureheads, they're actively building the offensive identity. Now, Ben Johnson has that opportunity in Chicago. He's made it clear the system will revolve around Caleb's mobility, his improvisation, and his natural playmaking. And if this works, the Bears could have their quarterback head coach combo locked in for the next 10 to 15 years. Let's take a moment and think about how rare that is. The Bears haven't had a pairing like that since, well, ever. With Johnson under 40 and Caleb still in the early stages of his career, the future is wide open. It's not just about the here and now, it's about building something sustainable. Before we dive deeper into this new era for the Bears, if you're excited about this team, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. We bring you daily Chicago Bears content, breaking news, and analysis all year round, 100% free. The blueprint for long-term success in Chicago. What does success look like when a franchise commits to its quarterback and coach for the long haul? According to the numbers, the results speak for themselves. The hit rate for coach QB pairings where the head coach is an offensive-minded play caller is high. Over 60% of the time, these pairings lead to playoff appearances and long-term stability. Think of Andy Reid and Mahomes, Sean McVay and Stafford, Kyle Shanahan and Purdy. Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams are now the latest entry into this league-wide trend. Johnson could have gone anywhere. He was the most sought-after coaching candidate in recent years, turning down interviews and offers before accepting the job in Chicago. Why? He believes in Caleb Williams. And that belief goes both ways. Ben Johnson didn't just choose a team. He chose a vision. He chose a quarterback he could grow with. Johnson admitted that Caleb's presence was a key part of his decision. Sure, the NFC North is one of the toughest divisions in football, but Johnson was undeterred. In fact, he welcomed the challenge. The other reason? Familiarity. Johnson has coached in this division, studied these defenses, and competed against them for years. Facing Dan Campbell, the Vikings, and the Packers isn't a mystery to him. He's bringing in knowledge, not just from the Lions, but from his years in the NFL studying offensive systems. His approach is analytical, innovative, and aggressive, just what Caleb needs to take that next step. Peyton Manning emphasized this during a recent interview. He praised Johnson's decision, noting that continuity matters more than ever in today's league. When you have the same system, it's the same language every single year. Learning a new system every year is tough. Peyton lived that himself. His early career struggled until he had Tony Dungy and Jim Caldwell supporting him. Once he got that coaching continuity, his Hall of Fame numbers took off. That's what the Bears are trying to replicate here. Ben Johnson has already proven he can elevate a quarterback's game. With Jared Goff, he crafted an offense that made Goff look better than he ever did with Sean McVay in Los Angeles. And while no one is saying Goff is elite, the difference Johnson made was undeniable. Now imagine what he can do with a player like Caleb, who has all the physical tools, mobility, and the it factor that coaches dream about. The Caleb effect. Why this could be the breakthrough. Caleb Williams showed glimpses of brilliance in his rookie year. But there's no denying it was a rocky road overall. Like Peyton Manning's early seasons in Indianapolis, the raw talent was visible, but so were the growing pains. That's normal. What matters now is how Caleb evolves in year two and what kind of support structure he has. This year, that support is going to be dramatically better. It starts with the playbook. Ben Johnson has said publicly that the Bears are building this offense around Caleb's strengths. That means more bootlegs, more rollouts, more motion, and more creative pre-snap looks that allow Caleb to read the defense before the ball is even snapped. It's about putting him in a position to succeed, not cramming him into a pre-built system. The playbook will evolve too. Johnson is expected to introduce concepts we didn't even see in Detroit, wrinkles that are designed specifically for Caleb's mobility and instincts. That alone should be exciting for Bears fans. And let's talk about the staff. Ben Johnson won't be doing this alone. He's got a young, energized coaching team behind him. Names like JT Barrett and Declan Doyle may not be household names yet, but inside NFL circles, they're rising stars. Johnson has intentionally built a team that can grow with Caleb, mentor him, and challenge him to reach his full potential. Much like Tony Dungy brought in Jim Caldwell to help shape Peyton Manning's prime, Ben Johnson is surrounding Caleb with bright minds who understand how to develop talent at the quarterback position. Statistically, this approach has the best odds of success. Out of 9 returning head coach QB pairings where the coach is also the play caller, analysts feel great about at least 4 of them and good about 2 or 3 more. That's a 70% success rate. This is the model. The Bears are finally following it. And it's about time. If you've made it this far into the video and you're fired up about the Bears' new direction, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 125,000 subscribers. Turn on the bell icon so you never miss a single Bears update. We're bringing you real talk, expert analysis, and daily coverage of this team's rise back to relevance. Now, back to the show. So here we are. The Chicago Bears may finally have something they've never had before. A legitimate long-term plan built around a franchise quarterback and an offensive-minded head coach who's all in. Peyton Manning's endorsement matters. His words carry weight. He knows what it takes to reach greatness in the NFL. And he sees the potential in Caleb Williams. He sees the potential in Ben Johnson. But more importantly, he sees the power of stability. The Bears have been a carousel of quarterbacks and coaches for far too long. Now, they have a chance to break that cycle. This isn't just about winning in 2025. It's about setting the stage for sustained relevance for multiple playoff runs and maybe, finally, a Super Bowl window. Caleb has the arm. Johnson has the mind. Together, they have the opportunity to build something special. So the real question is, are you buying into the pairing of Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams? Let us know in the comments. Type B for buy or S for sell. We're buying. Are you? Thanks for watching, and as always, bear down.